Alright, what is going on, everybody? I've been waiting to play this game for so fucking goddamn long. I can't wait to play it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but my frame rate up there. Just, yeah, there it is. Alright. It already looks like the game's frozen. There we go. There we go. Begin the motherfucking game. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. I'm fucking pumped. I have not fucking... I got given this game by a friend, and she, like, gave me the key for it, like, fucking a month ago. And I was like, man, I'm gonna play that tonight. A month later, I'm like, fuck. I've been wanting to play this game. But I've been having problems with my recording, so, you know, no point fucking playing 4 hours of some shit if I can't record it. In fact, right now, the loading's frozen, my recording's frozen, and my frame rate's frozen. So, it's not fucking looking too good right now either, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, I can't remember if you guys can see my mouse or not. No, whatever. Should be right. Oh, it is like... Oh shit, where's my phone? It is like, literally...
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hey, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 447 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I already get the feeling I'm some kind of...
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
No, I didn't. I sat back down. Let me sit down, you bastard.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
Good
Here
God.
it comes.
Oh God. What the fuck is happening? Why is it late? What just happened? Alright, well. Guess I'll leave the office.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh God, I
He had
didn't mean to
make a
click the
decision.
door again.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
No, let me
He
out!
had never been
Let
trained
me
for
out!
that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
Wait in my room.
In here I can be happy forever. I will be
Forever.
happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days.
Space.
Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one
I
thing he
know
knew
I
for
can't
sure,
jump.
beyond
Thank
any
you
doubt,
for
was
that
if he waited
achievement.
long enough, the answers
Fucking
would
spamming
come.
the fucking
Eventually,
jump
someday,
spacebar.
they
That's
would
the one.
arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Yes.
He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
So I'm not fucking doing that again. I'm outside the office, yes, okay. Cool. Think fuck. 429, eh? Why does 429 get him? He gets a fucking window and that's just... 428, we're getting screwed, man. 429's got the fucking office.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
It's a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna end up being like a fucking clone or an inanimate object or a fucking, I don't know, scarecrow or some shit. Some kind of work monkey. Wait, I'm already some kind of work monkey. Alright, well, I'm just walking around and pushing buttons. Apparently. Didn't mean to do that. Also, just in case you guys didn't know, I can't fucking jump. I've been trying. Can't open any of these doors. Fuck it, let's just go. Ooh. See, like, why couldn't they just put that texture, like, on the windows? It's like something like, it's so beautiful outside, instantly vaporized because it's just nothingness. Maybe that's it. Maybe this whole building's just in some kind of time-space nothingness. Oh, I'm getting close to 420. Where is it? Yeah, this is my door right here. My door right here. Damn it, it's locked. It's trying to keep me away from all the drugs. Ooh, what's this? Awaiting input. Input received. I can't click on it again. I just put one random thing in there. I have no idea what
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Hey, I saw that door open and close. I'm just checking. Could be secrets around. So every time I go to talk, that motherfucker talks over me. But I've never played this game, never even watched a trailer or read a review or anything about this game. I've been like avoiding anything to do with this game so I could play it through fresh. But you know, the game, you know, we're 9 minutes into the game and he's already calling me an idiot, so there we go. Interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did I? I entered the... Oh, fuck you, I'm going to the right, man.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a lounge admirer. I admire people's lounges. What's on that computer in there? Let me in! furniture, alright.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Exactly.
Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Does it say anything? I can't read that shit. I could barely read cursive as it is.
Yes,
Pixelated.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
So fucking worth it, man.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't know about that. I think I'm just gonna do the opposite of, like, everything that he says.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, I'm sorry. I was lying. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off cargo lift, $5,000. Do they take that off your corpse, or do they sell your corpse for money and take it out?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
What?
She's been waiting.
Who's she? Can I touch her boobies? Is that what she's been waiting for? I'm going here. Go down. This freaks me out. Doors closing behind me. It just freaks me out. Alright. It just freaks me out. I'm gonna drive this motherfucker right into the wall. Bulldog. This looks ominous. Jesus.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I'm not sure I can.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha.
You
Oh, come on.
bastard.
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Do I want to press 2 on my keyboard? Does it? He just said how I died. How am I? I'm not dead. If I press 2, then I feel like I'm gonna die. And this bald motherfucker's gonna kill me. Not before I grab her titty. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Fuck it. Bam.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
See, I'm just gonna press C, and you're just gonna take the piss out of me. There's nothing else I can do, so...
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I don't want to watch the TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he
dick.
imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Yeah. See, now I'm thinking I killed all those motherfuckers. Or I'm just too stupid to realize that this whole place has been closed for fucking years. Alright, let's spend some time with the boys. Where's my boys
he
at?
went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible
Jesus.
paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, it's all starting to make sense now. I'm a crazy motherfucker who's actually still just sitting in his cubicle, just imagining this whole fucking thing, and this entire game's gonna happen in like an hour, like I'm on lunch break.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Tell my wife I love her. Alright, I don't need fucking F to do that. Mannequin wife, I love you. Give me your bald, shiny head. I want it.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, well, this is my
The
office.
longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to sit here for another 10 to 15 minutes and just stare at this clock.
You see?
Nope.
Can he just not
Nope,
hear
not
me?
at all.
How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
So, are you like my doctor or my co-worker or something? It's helping me realize that I'm still just fucking stuck in my office this entire time.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And
I'm dead, okay. Yeah, okay, I gotta start again. Okay. Wait. Did I start again, or is like, this is different, isn't it? This is fucking... Oh my god. I don't know whether I've started again, or if I'm continue playing, right? Like, what's happening? Oh god.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Well, you know what? I've been through that door. I'll fucking go through this door. So, I'm getting the feeling, before I go in yonder, that this whole fucking building or business is like just a giant social experiment. Or some kind of fuckery. And they're picking up retards like me and dumping them in here with absolutely no memory. Probably because I'm too fucking high and I can't remember shit. And then they're just slowly like... One guy's just slowly sending us insane. He's trying to help. He's trying to be like, yo, this is reality. But really, he's just sending me into a vicious circle.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Using slides to show employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a sickly graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. Everyone is unique, most of all me, because I'm retarded. Whee! That's my shadow. Am I? Oh my god, I'm actually alive. Slides, charts and slides. Rate of which charts on the same slide depict the same information. Rate of increasing graphs per slide. No, stop, no! The boss operation minute. The boss operation minute worksheet. Circle to the top. 20 things you love most about your boss. Without the job going turn to it. If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict unless you're...
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all.
God
he seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
I am going to move on from this area. The broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
So he gets back on track.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
You know what? I will walk upstairs. I will. You know, I'll do what he says, because he's such a condescending fucking asshole. I will do what he says. Ooh, exclusive I want to go in the exclusive executive bathroom. You motherfucks. We got a gold fucking... Ooh. It's a fancy office. It wasn't my office like this shit.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845. Alright, let's do this.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Just went on lockdown, motherfucker. Damn, I want a secret. What the fuck, man? Alright, this shit's getting pretty crazy now. So, next area. I think I'm just gonna listen to whatever the fuck he says and do it. Because, like, doing the opposite shit sort of just got me back at my office and made me seem like a crazy person, not just a stupid person.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Well, does it have to do with not being in my office anymore? I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it there, guys. So it's the first episode. I'm gonna probably do a playthrough of this. I might do a few just to experience the multiple endings and shit. But yeah, drop a like and fucking subscribe if you like this shit. Enjoy your day. Peace out.